Hello, I am Pam, and this is my channel, Made by Pam. And today I am just gonna crochet because I'm bored and there's really nobody to watch other than people selling. And I don't want to watch sales. So come join me, and I'm just gonna be crocheting a scarf. I have my pattern here that I'm looking at, and I am working on row 7. And so yeah, that may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it is what it is. So I just single crocheted, and now I'm going to do my chain 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hey, Mama.
7.
Mama.
What?
Logan's other rat gave birth.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because the first one gave birth to 6 children. You
Yeah?
want to know what the second one gave birth to?
What?
18.
Oh my goodness.
So now he has 24 babies running around.
Your snake is going to be one fat snake.
He's good for the snake. So not only will my extra cage not work, they're gonna need to buy another cage.
I don't even know if this is working. Well, maybe it is. It just gave me the notification. So yeah. Just trying to see if it'll... There I am. Well, there's 7. I just crocheted 7. Now I'm going to go in this little point here, do my little single crochet, then crochet 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I know my form is way off, and I shouldn't have. I wasn't counting. Hi, Anitra. Hi, Leah. I am good. I'm just crocheting because I don't want to watch any sales, and so I'm like, why not go on and, stream what I'm doing. Realize I can't really listen to myself. Yes, it does get me in trouble. Not only that, but I'm trying to, not go to thrift stores, too. Because I've been to the thrift stores way too many times. Well, I should probably take this jacket off. The sleeves are kind of getting in the way. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There just wasn't anyone else streaming, and I'm just like, I know it's not as entertaining watching somebody crochet, especially a beginner like me. Oh, thank you, Leah. Yes, I have so many treasures in my house. Oh my goodness. So many. Like this fabric I am wearing, the pants, the dungarees, overalls, which hashtag Pameralls, I got from was it a Savers or was it a Desert Industries? No, I think it was a Savers out in like Salt Lake, Brigham City, I think. It was either a Savers or it was a Desert Industries. But I saw it and I had to have it because I wanted to wear it. And then I finally made it into something. So I'm working on a maritime pattern. And I'm on row 7. So there's like 8 rows going so far. But the first row just starts out, it's just your first chain. And then, so it's like your row 0. And then it goes up to row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what I have my yarn that I'm working with stored in is this little like Country Time lemonade container. And then I put a little grommet thing in the top. It's like you can get these grommets from Harbor Freight or from Home Depot or wherever. You can even get them from like Hobby Lobby and stuff. This is just a larger one. And they do have larger size ones too. But I just put it in the top of this so that I could feed it through. And I have more containers like that. I have several tank containers that I should do that with also. Because sometimes I get different projects and I would like just to keep that project in there instead of stuffing it in a bag and putting it somewhere. Keeps it kind of contained. Oh. See, I don't have the best technique, not the best form at all. I'm still a beginner. And I mess up my counting stitches quite a bit. And so I undo it. Or if it doesn't look right, like this section right here, this turn, it took me like 3 unpicks to get that right. So it wasn't like jutting out and looking weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, I've been wanting to make this scarf pattern for a long time, several years now. And when I first wanted to make it, I could not figure it out. I count my stitches while I talk. Thank you, Anitra. So I went on live with Kim Polton Tuesday. I was going to say last week, but yeah, it's kind of last week, but it was earlier this week. I did a live with her because she was showing me the basics of how to do it. Like, I think it looks really good in this It's kind of like an autumn brown. It's really cute brown. It's kind of like it's got like a reddish tint brown. And she helped me with that. We did like the first half. So we did the first half, and then I went through and I did the second half. And it's not perfect, but it gave me a good understanding of what I needed to do. See, I can do a lot of things while talking. I can multitask. But when it comes to getting the stitches right, I have to stop and count so that I don't have to unpick it. And my nephew just came over. So now they're upstairs playing on the TV, playing video games. I'm glad it's officially spring break, although it feels more like it's kind of like a winter break because it like snowed most of the day yesterday. It like snowed so much. Well, now there wasn't a whole lot of snow left on the ground, okay? It was like watery, slushy snow. But when I woke up yesterday, I had to shovel the driveway. It was like maybe 3 inches. And that was some heavy, heavy snow. The heaviest ever. It's like half of it I just pushed to the side of my driveway because trying to pick up the heavy snow was really, really difficult. And it's just me here that can do that because my son is in a cast, my 13-year-old. The rest of the kids were sleeping anyways because it was morning and they were getting ready for school. And, well, husband isn't home, and my daughter that lives with me, she's currently pregnant, so she's not supposed to do stuff like that. So it's just me. Make sure I didn't mess that stitch up. My mom, she does some fabulous crochet stuff. I have a nice collection of yarn like she does. No, I'm just looking for someone to watch, and there's nobody. It's just one of those slow Saturday mornings, you know. And I haven't done a live in like 3 weeks. Okay, Anitra. should have turned my phone on Do Not Disturb. Well, kind of like a silence. Like turn my volume to silence. There we go. Let's see. Oh, make sure you heard about our party. Oh, okay. Oh, how fun. All right. Sorry, I just got a text message and I was looking at the text message. Hi, Jean. I am crocheting a scarf. It's called a maritime scarf. It was in a like a crochet scarf book thing. But for the life of me, after I took the picture of the scarf and the pattern to send to Kim, I lost the book. So I have no idea where I put the book. I like misplaced it. And luckily I had pictures of the pattern on my phone so that I could have the pattern to look at. So yesterday I printed out the pattern. So I have it on a piece of paper here. And I put like the first half piece and then the second half piece, like the whole pattern piece on a piece of paper. I printed it out so that I would have it right in front of me so I didn't have to keep looking at my phone. And I'm doing row 7 of the scarf. I have been wanting to make this scarf for a really, really long time, ever since my son, well, he's 10 now. I don't remember what age he was when he had wanted it. He doesn't want it anymore, granted. But I figure if I get it done and it looks nice enough, I could use it as a Christmas gift for a family Christmas party. And I just like messed up my count. And I'm not the most experienced. I don't have all those fancy things with crochet and all that. Because I'm still learning. But yeah, I'm glad I have the pattern. Now this pattern design is by Ruthie Marks. It's with like Leisure Arts. Is a yes, we still have snow. It snowed like all day yesterday. So ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But surprisingly, it really didn't stick that much. Like overnight, it stuck. So Friday morning, I did have to shovel my driveway. And it was like the heaviest snow ever. But then, like the rest of the day, I didn't really have to shovel at all. Oh, do you do a lot of crocheting? Well, that's cool. My mom does a lot of crocheting, and my sister does, and my niece. I have a lot of yarn. I have a lot of crochet needles and knitting needles. I just don't do this a lot.
Can I have some glue?
Some what?
Can I have some glue?
Glue?
Yeah, so I can hold together 2 pieces of cardboard.
Do you want some, a glue stick? Is that what you're looking for?
No.
Or liquid glue?
Just glue that will hold together the cardboard.
Well, I don't know what glue would hold together the cardboard. That's why I asked it. Oh, well, I have I have some liquid glue and I have a glue stick. You can try both. I have a big glue stick here. And then I have some liquid glue.
That's only to help.
Help with what?
Cardboard.
Well, I'm crocheting and I'm streaming. Oh my goodness. Yes, yarn does get expensive. So expensive. Thing is, like most of my yarn, I've got it all secondhand from the shops. Well, I did buy some skeins, like straight from Michael's, because I was going to be working on a project, like loom knitting, and I was going to make a big, like, Afghan blanket type thing with my loom knitting. And I bought the yarn because it was on sale. And I bought enough to make a big blanket. And then something messed up with the one I was working on. So I had to unpick it. And I had to take apart the loom. And I haven't put it back together to start on it again. So, yeah. So, I'll eventually get to that. Eventually. I think he's trying to make a little, like, hut for his cousin's rat, or for his hamster, or for the hedgehog, or maybe for the cats. Hi, Auntie Brown. How are you doing? I am just crocheting because, I haven't talked to my friends in forever. And I just wanted to do my crochet, but if I'm streaming, then I can talk to you guys and it'll keep me on task. I'm doing row 7. So I've got this much done of row 7. I still got this much more to go. And after each row that I have done, hi Marty, hi Sharon. Oh, you have high wind, Sharon? Oh my goodness. Joni. Thank you, Joni. You enjoy spending time with your stepdaughter? Yeah, I can, Jean. This is just a scarf that I'm working on.
Can I have some clamps?
Some clamps?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm up on my table here to get. Okay. Got these kind of clamps. We got these binder clip clamps. Marty says hello, Ethan.
Hello, Mart.
Marty.
Oh, Mart.
Are you gonna call her Mart? She's my friend.
And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he put all of those. Oh, you get called Mart all the time? Okay. Yeah. Someone else is coming in.
Mom.
Oh, it's Timo.
That's a little better. That
What?
part.
Your finger feels better?
Yeah.
Did you take off your Band-Aid?
Yeah, I would it because before we take off.
Oh.
You take off and then
You feel
before I
better
take
now?
off, I would it.
Let's see.
And
Looks
not
like
that.
That doesn't look good.
No, this one.
See, he had an owie on his finger right there.
Yep, and I feel it better.
He says it feels better.
I feel a little bit.
Well, it says hello.
And I can't see her.
You can't see her because it's just me and you.
Really?
Yeah. Can you say hello?
Hi.
This one is Timo. Ethan was the other one that was asking for the clamps. And then he put them all in his pocket. He is 6. Ethan is my 13-year-old that has a cast on his arm.
Yeah, and the automatic phone.
Yeah. He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a cutie. Sure.
Yeah.
He's my kindergartner.
Not eating me.
Nope, Ethan is my 7th grader.
No, Mom. No. What is that told that in? What is called?
Opa. He's in junior
Bopa.
high. He's in junior high.
Boop. I did told that. Mine.
You're in elementary and he's in junior high.
That's one more thing. And my told that to Bopa. And this told me and Daniel. And every told it told Opa. Okay? Mopa and Opa. Okay, Mopa and Opa. Mom don't know what that told Ian Ahi. It told it.
Really?
For my door.
Yeah.
It told for my it told Opa. Okay. And my phone called
I'm a very slow
the
crocheter.
other told Mopa.
What's your favorite thing to do, Timo?
Play the puppies.
Play with the puppies.
Yeah.
Now we still have 4 puppies.
Yep.
2 of them still need to find their forever home. They are getting so big and they're getting so heavy.
Mom, you can only handle 2. Right?
Yes.
My mom can only handle 2. Mom. No. You two would have taken 3. I don't know
They're a
why.
lot of work.
Hey, Mom. But then if
They
you take
are
it 3. Mom, you said it would have taken
like
3.
a black lab.
Mom, you said what to take it 3.
Retriever
And then
puppies.
the other one turned out to the other home. Then we will have 2.
So they're like
Mom, you're really dumb. Oh, my mom.
You're calling me dumb.
Oh, my mom. We had a three puppies. Then
Yeah, I know we
did
only
that.
had 3 puppies, but the 4th puppy, the owners, the people that were going to adopt it didn't work out. And so we had to take it back. Because they were just going to take it to the pound otherwise. What's your favorite toy, Timo?
I don't know.
You like Spider-Man? Sonic?
I don't have the Spider-Man toy. Yeah, I had Spider-Man toy. I don't do what I think. The one that I had, not the one I had.
Really?
Yeah, but that way and
You
not.
like Sonic, right?
No.
You don't like Sonic anymore?
My wife doesn't let him do that.
It's missing some stuff.
Yeah.
He is 6, yes. But he is a chatterbug.
No.
No, you're not a chatterbug? You're not a chatterbox?
No.
What are you?
I'm a monkey. I better to tell you animal.
He says he is a monkey as his favorite animal right now.
Yeah. Monkey can climb that. If you did not know, monkey can climb. Is that true?
Have you played in the snow?
No.
No? You play in the snow.
No.
Really?
I eat though.
You eat snow?
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to eat the snow in our yard. Because you have a bunch of puppies that run through it and pee on it and poop in it. That would be gross.
Mom, I want you in the too. I would that the puppy not poop in the toe. Hoppy.
Yeah, well.
I want it on the time.
Maybe eventually the puppies will go to a new home.
Yeah.
Hi, Carol. Yes, he's a monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marty says don't eat the yellow snow or the brown snow, only the white, fresh kind that hasn't had anything step in it. Okay?
I don't eat that too.
You only eat the fresh one?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Mom, can you do that to what?
You want to show them your yarn hand?
Mom, what? Why not me? Mom, what? Mom, stop.
Yeah? Hey,
Stop.
stop.
Stop, Mom.
You want me to move it up?
What?
Oh, that right there?
What? Why do I line? I did.
Yeah.
I did Mom now.
They think you're amazing. Yeah, he does have a huge hand, huh? Carol says hello, Timo.
Yeah. What? Let's do that. Not like that.
He's just being super silly.
And then we put our hand in, and that's how you made it one hand. Okay, Mom?
Oh, Jean wants to know if you have a girlfriend yet.
No.
Nope, no girlfriend.
Yeah.
He has friends, though. Right?
Yeah, I do.
His girlfriends are reserved for when you're older, huh?
Yeah. Mom, but how
you
you
have
make...
friends that are girls?
No.
No? No friends that are girls that are in your class?
No,
That you're excited to see? You were excited to see one of the girls the other day that when she got to school.
What?
I don't remember.
Um,
It was one of the ones that was in our group when we went on the field trip. Didn't we have girls in our field trip?
Yeah.
In our group?
Mhm.
And you was excited to see her. He likes to give his friends hugs when he sees them.
One of another top tip, thing. Mom, he did like this. I put my hand back inside and do that.
Yeah.
Okay? Mom, I don't do the
So are you
thing.
excited to be an Uncle Timo?
No.
You don't like baby Stan?
I do like him.
You do like him?
Mhm.
You're his uncle, right?
How?
Because you're
the yarn.
the thread. I put it away.
The yarn.
What yarn?
One thing that was too. Right there. Mom, when I come back, put that right there. Right to my hand in the hand, okay?
Oh, maybe. They went to the Treehouse Museum. It's like a place where the kids can go and play and learn stuff. I actually went on the field trip with them there. I thought they was going to have us drive our own vehicles to the site. No, they actually had us ride on the bus with the kids, which is fine because then that kept them all together and accounted for. Even though it was like maybe a 5-minute drive to the place because it was just in town. So it was nice. We was able to go and they had fun. I was in charge of like 5 students. You can't find that paper?
Yeah.
You put it on my stand next to my bed. Did it disappear?
I don't know where it went.
I don't either. Maybe eventually it will show up somewhere. Did it fall on the floor?
No, I thought it was in the water, not there.
It's okay. We don't need it.
Mom, we need it more than tea. Yeah, I want it. One, we need it.
Well, we don't need it.
Mom, I need it for that W.
It's okay.
Mom.
Because if I was to help you on a field trip again, your teacher would give me a whole different group of kids. It wouldn't be the same group at this again.
Mom.
Hi, Stephanie G.
Mom.
What?
Tell me where I am. Tell me. Tell me. But I don't know. I do not remember it was. Can you tell me where I am?
Show you where it is?
Yeah.
Oh, Timo, don't sit on that. You're going to pull down my curtain.
Mom, tell me where I am.
Show you where I am? Oh, my goodness. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Write it on the back of my pattern page.
What?
All right. You guys can see that. Be right back in 1 minute. Oh.
You two. That's two on Irene.
All right. It was right where I said it was. He was just having trouble finding it.
Yeah.
Because it just had like a little paper that they put the names on and stuff. But we aren't going to show them the names.
Yeah, I didn't tell them on the door name. I know the door name on him.
Well, we're not showing them the names.
I didn't tell them the door names.
We can say that. Well, I guess the names are okay, huh? Because they don't have the last names. They just have my last name.
Yeah. Oh no, he don't know the dog.
So like Ronnie and Eileen are
My Ronnie, yeah, too.
You're Ronnie? No, that's a girl. And Eileen is a girl. And Damien and Phoenix are boys.
And me?
Yes, and Timothy is a boy.
Mom, how that?
They're glad that you found it.
How that Irani?
Irani?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a girl. Remember?
Yeah, too.
Bunch of kindergartners are full of energy.
I don't know him. I know about only by my name, like my mind. I thought that name was Latil.
2, 3,
No, my mom said Latil. Anyone
5.
had the same name. Don't I tell them no and
Do you need to go potty? Go up
Yep.
and go potty.
Mom, when I go back to saw him, I think that name is Latil.
Okay.
Okay.
He was doing the pee-pee dance. How I do what? Oh, like the busyness of the kids? Yeah. Well, sometimes he sits someplace on the computer. He's just super excited right now. And it's because I haven't streamed in like 3 weeks that he is super excited and just wanted to chat with everybody. Because sometimes I'll be watching a video and he'll come down and he'll say something and he's like, oh, I want to say hi to him. And I'm like, they can't see you. They can't hear you. Because he'll go down and he'll look at my computer and he'll say hi. And I'm like, they can't hear you. They can't see you. I'm watching somebody. I'm not streaming. He's like, oh, well, when are you going to? Yeah. Hi, Chris. What did you have 5 of? Oh, 5 kids. Yeah. Oh, here he comes.
Mom. I just win the puppy, don't I? I think that the puppy was so good. I don't screaming at me.
Were they screaming at you?
Yeah. I said they were so good.
Did you bring them inside?
Yeah.
And now they're running upstairs all through the house?
Mom.
Oh my goodness.
One more time.
So are you going to clean up the messes later? Or is Brianna going to get upset and put them in the kennel?
Banana. 19
Brianna.
up. The banana 12 up. The I have to 10 up. I did the puppy. And why it take all of it? Why eating? Mom, one more time. And the puppy, nothing told out there. Had them one working on me. So
Yeah, I
bad we
think
got
my
the one.
daughter got upset that the puppies came in and ran upstairs. And he's like, but they were out there for a little over an hour. Actually, they've been out there like since 9. So they've been out there for like almost 3 hours.
Mom, one more time. I think that the boy was told. Now, I really want them inside, so I don't really told.
Yeah. Because it's kind of cold outside, huh?
Yeah, told outside. Now, no puppy told the outside. Okay? And told them back. Outside, they don't be tweeting told. But then,
Well, if anything, they should be put in their kennel. And I think they're going to feed the puppies again.
Yeah, you don't need to be inside. Does that make sense to you? Do you understand English and basic common sense?
Oh my goodness. Sometimes he can be so mean. They keep opening up that door and letting all the cold air in from downstairs. Look, I'm almost to the end of this row. I'm getting closer. Yeah, it's just like a little Country Time lemonade container, and I just poke a hole in there, and then I have it feeding through the center of the skein. Because I tried doing it from the edge. Yeah, you have to do from the center to make it work. But yeah, and I put like a little grommet thing in there. Yeah, so I have 6 children and 1 bonus daughter, which I call her my bonus daughter because her mom passed away years and years ago. And like before I think I got pregnant with my son, her mom passed away. I put that in the wrong hole. And when I was pregnant with my son, her and her sister were coming and staying here quite a bit. And they were having issues with their aunt, but she was just kind of being a rebellious teenager. Well, like, she's 19. So, yeah, she was like a teenager. She was just having a hard time with everything. And I had proposed the option of perhaps having her and her sister, hi Nez, come and stay with me. Like, we could be their guardians. Well, their aunt said no. And it's like, okay, that's just the same for the best. But since my bonus daughter is 19 now, and she's kind of outstayed her welcome at her aunt's house. that she needed a different place to stay, and I was happy to take her in. And so her and my daughter share a space upstairs, and so it's all good. And it's like no hassle at all whatsoever. And that's actually a good thing for my daughter too, because sometimes she needs that extra help. Okay. So we go into this one. This is like the last single crochet edge. So right at the end, and it says to last double crochet, chain 3 single crochet. So this really isn't a double crochet. This was just a chain. But it is what it is. It's really not a double crochet, not even in the least. It's weird how they write these patterns, but we just do chain 3, and then we just right over here, I guess, is where it goes. Sometimes I really don't know where that next stitch is supposed to go. Okay, so we have that. All right. And then, so we're done with row 7. And then it says to chain 1. So we chain 1 going up, and then we turn it. Thank you, Carol. I try to be sometimes. I'm not always. But I'm not going to put a child out on the street. And if she's willing to, share a room with my 20-year-old, I'm cool with that. Okay, so we chained 1 and we turned, and it says single crochet in first single crochet. So I think it's not that one, because that's the one we just went in. So it's this one. Now, thing is, sometimes I wonder if when we're doing it, it says a single crochet in the first single crochet. So does that mean that we're coming over here? But I don't think so, because it says single crochet and last double crochet. So I think the single crochet is like, so we just crochet here for that. Just as long as it looks okay. I'm still a newbie. I don't read patterns very well as an aspect to how crocheting goes. Yes, I am now starting on row 8. I just finished row 7. Oh, and before I continue on, I just did my starting part of my stitch for my row 8, but I have not taken my picture yet. And like I said, I am going to be taking a picture after each row I complete. So I'm just going to set that like that. I'm going to take a picture really quick because I want to make sure that I have it documented. So when I do my little slideshow video thing. Okay. So I have that now. Yes, I made clothes for Nez's daughter. Now I'm learning to read this pattern because Kim kind of explained it to me. And like if I actually had the figured out where I misplaced my book, I could.
I opened up the other bag of dog food. I poured the almost empty one into the full bag.
Oh, you opened up the other bag?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And you put it where the other one was?
Yep. Although it wouldn't.
That's a very heavy bag to be lifted.
And it wouldn't fit where the other bag was.
No?
Yeah, so I just put it next to it.
Oh. Okay.
I poured the other bag into the bag.
Okay, thank you. I don't like how that's looking. I gotta redo that piece. I want to show him the cast. It says cast on his arm.
Assault.
He has like one more full week in it. He gets it off on Tuesday the 11th. He gets his cast off. Yeah, he got assaulted by a 22-year-old adult child. You're stealing 2 Kit Kats? 3 Kit Kats? Oh my goodness. Hi, Mona. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So I have that one done. Now it says to skip next, chain 3, space, working around next 7. Oh. Let's get skip next, chain 3, space, working around chain 7. Oh, so skip this one. Chain 3, I think. 1, 2, 3. I'm not 100% sure with this next step, but I think I have no idea. Maybe this one? I'm kind of lost here. It says chain 1, turn. So I did that. Single crochet and first single crochet, chain 5. Oh, okay. I didn't chain 5. Okay. Okay. So we did our single crochet and we chained 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we chain 5. And then it says skip next chain 3 space, working around next chain 7 single crochet and chain 7 space. So doesn't say, I think it means to do the same thing we would over here as we did before, but that's just a chain 5 that we're doing. That's kind of a little bit confusing. So we chain 5 and it goes all the way over. Okay. And then it is April Fool's Day. It's my husband's birthday too. Okay. And this morning I wished him happy birthday and he said thank you. All right, I think that's what we're doing here. Okay. We have that, and then we chain and we do chain 7. Okay, so we're just chaining 5. So basically, like this spot here is our chain 3 spot. And so we're chaining 5 and we're going in this where we had our chain 7s. And then we're going to chain 5 and loop it around this next section and the next section. It's a little confusing sometimes, I tell you. I'm learning as I go with these things. Okay. We have that. And then we chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. No, he doesn't watch my videos. Now my mom watches my videos. I don't know if she watches any of my live videos. She might. She has watched some of my live videos. So if she's watching, hi, Mom. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know my mom watches my Friday Sews videos that I post. And she says she has, on occasion, caught one of my live videos. She doesn't generally comment because she's usually watching on the TV. It's kind of how she stays connected to all the many things that I'm up to. And then when I end up calling and talking to her, I mention something. It's like, oh yeah, I know. I'm like, oh yeah, you watched on my video where I mentioned it. Okay. Sometimes my daughter will watch my videos. Sometimes. And I have like really bad like placement of where I put my fingers, I guess. Hi Shannon, I am making a scarf. It's called the Maritime Scarf. So I'll write out what it's called on the top of this page here. Or on the bottom of the page. So it's the Maritime Scarf. It's a design by Ruthie Marks. It's in the Leisure Arts magazine. No, it's a Leisure Arts crochet book. Like a crochet scarves and hats designs. No, actually, I don't think it has hats. I think it only has scarves. But it had a bunch of different scarves. And this is like my sample one that I did with Kim, which looks really good. And so I'm doing it in a black and gold. So it really changed the way it looks being in a black and gold. Like years ago, like we was looking through the book and my son had mentioned that he wanted the scarf, so I had him look at it. And I looked and I tried the pattern and I was like, oh, there's no way. So I was over at my husband's parents' house at the in-laws. And we like to call them the grandparents. But we was over there and I was working on it. I was talking to my mother-in-law. I'm like, because she's a crocheter and she's a sewer too. And I asked her, I'm like, can you help me with this? I don't quite understand this. And she just couldn't understand it either. At the time, it was just kind of, was like over the head type thing. Well, this is just me like coming on because I haven't streamed in like 3 weeks because my life has been busy. You know, I've like watched people. I've interacted in people's lives and stuff. Oh, and I have like streamed with Kim and I might have streamed with Beth once or twice in the last 3 weeks. And I've streamed with Joni. But like me coming on and streaming by myself, I haven't. I'm a very slow crocheter and it's a lot of like crocheting something like this takes a lot of like counting. And I can't count and talk at the same time. Like if I'm like doing like the little tiny bits, it's fine. But when I'm counting like my 5 stitches, I have to count it out. I can't like be chattering. You would take the easy way out and go buy one. Now, how would I go buy one? Seriously. You're not going to sell this somewhere. And if I could make it myself, I'd rather make it myself, Auntie. And that year that he wanted the scarf and I couldn't figure out this pattern, and it was before I even like started watching like people doing live videos. I think I was doing like my YouTube channel still. I think I'd already started that. I'm pretty sure I already started that because I started that channel like right after I moved all my stuff down here. I talked to my husband about it, and I talked to my daughter about it. And so we decided that I could do a YouTube channel. But I had that book that I got from Walmart. Yeah, this is like, I've had this yarn for many years. And as long as I have enough of this yarn to do the whole pattern, I'm good. So this is the only skein of this yarn I have. And I can pretty much tell you 100% that I got it from a thrift store. But I'm working on row 8. And then, after I get all the way through row 10, then I do the same thing on this other side. Thank you for sharing that, Nez. Yeah, Shannon has a good channel. She took a break for a while, and then she recently came back and has rebuilt her channel. Okay. Okay. So it's just kind of boring, but I wanted to kind of catch up. I did do my Friday sews yesterday. Granted, I posted it last night. You know, I didn't even get any crocheting done yesterday. Surprise, surprise. Because my day was just super busy. Well, I guess I wasn't super busy. But it was because, so I took my kids to school in the morning, and after I dropped the elementary kids off, took my junior high kid with me because thanks, Nez, because he decided he wasn't going to school, and because he wore the wrong clothes. Thought that the junior high was doing a free dress day too, and so he wasn't in his school uniform. And so he decided, instead of going home and changing and being late for school, that he just wouldn't go to school at all. Yeah, my kids have spring break too. Yes, no thrifting. No more thrifting. My kids are home, so that kind of grounds me to be home, and I just have to have some self-control. I can't even step in a thrift store, okay? I can't even go look because I know if I go look, I'm going to find something, and I will find something, and then I will end up spending like $70. Seriously. Because I find good stuff, and I have a hard time knowing when to stop. Because it's not that I need anything in the thrift store. I don't need anything. I go to look, and then I find stuff, and then I want it because I know what a good deal it is. Yes, no more books. Yes, I know I find lots of good stuff. I have so many books, okay? Seriously. So I have a whole pile of books there. See this piles of books? That's from like this last week of thrifting. Yeah, I didn't even show you all my books. Hi, Margaret. I know. It's fun to go thrifting. But I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. My room is kind of overflowed at the moment. I have some stuff in the garage that I haven't brought in yet because I don't know where I'm going to put it. And my husband plans on coming home next month, so in May, to visit for a weekend around my son's birthday. And that would be great. But if he's going to do that, I'm going to have to clean up upstairs a little bit in the bedroom. Like clean off the bed because I have some fabric kind of put on his side of the bed that I've washed and just kind of folded and set there, and I haven't put it away. Yeah, I love Temu too. No, it's a little bit too much. I am making a scarf. It's called the Maritime Scarf. It's a pattern by Ruthie Marks, and it was in Leisure Arts book. It's like one of those, like a crochet book. And I got it from Walmart years ago. And my son had gone through it one time and wanted a scarf out of it. And I had attempted it years ago. And then I got stuck and I couldn't get past. I was like, what the heck are they talking about? And so I couldn't figure it out. So I asked my husband's mom, so grandma. Oh, I messed that up. You know, I'm only supposed to be doing chaining 5. I don't know if I'm chaining 5 or if I'm chaining 7 on these. I'm like, I'm hoping I'm only doing 5s. It's only supposed to be chaining 5s. They look like just 5s. Okay. Sometimes I lose track of what I'm doing. Oh my goodness. I forget what I'm doing. Make sure I'm on the right track here. Okay. Hi, Kellyanne. Okay. Good, Marty. Thanks for keeping me in line. If not, just yell at me to say, Pam, stop, you did too many. Because all this consists of is like the chain 5 and then go over to the double and do your loop type thing. Basically, we're kind of pinning these two pieces together. That's basically what it is. I just couldn't handle going to cells. You know, I appreciate people that do their YouTube cells, you know, but that's all that was on. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stream. I'm just going to crochet in my scarf. You know, do what I'm doing. I think I lost count. But I wanted to, you know, just kind of come on and crochet and chit chat with all my friends. There. Got 5 now. And I have really bad technique, I guess, with crocheting. Like when I was first doing it, I was holding my crochet hook like this and realizing I was having a really hard time. You need yarn to make crochet hook holder, marker holder, and lapgan. Just came on to say hi and give thumbs up. Yeah, I don't need to leave the house either. Yeah, I love Hobby Lobby too. Kellyanne says she has room for 2 peeps in her Jeep. Oh yeah, the infinity scarves. I remember those. Oh, you live in Canada, Jean? Well, that's awesome. There's lots of Canadian peeps. Kim lives in Canada, I think. She's the one that helped me with this pattern. And Shannon, Art Junkie, lives in Canada. I think that's right. Is that right? All right, see you later, Mona. Thanks for joining us. You know, and I have some good thrift stores out here. So each time I go thrifting, I find so many good items. And now I did ban myself from one because they made me mad. Because it was when I was replacing the microwave for my sister. I had bought one of the microwave turntable plate things to go in the microwave. And it didn't quite fit, and I just barely bought it. I tried it on the microwave, and then I took it back in to see if they would exchange it for me for a different one. They said no. And it really upset me because I literally just bought it like 2 minutes before that. And I tried it out, and it didn't quite fit. So I wanted to exchange it for a different one that they had on the floor. And they wouldn't even do that. And so I got kind of upset, and I just left it behind. And I told myself I wasn't going back to that one for a while. But I needed to ground myself from the thrift stores anyways. Because I did go to the thrift store on Thursday. Yeah. Let me tell you about it. I went on Thursday to the thrift store. And bought way too much stuff. Like $70 worth. But I had to go to the Big Lots that was right next to the thrift store because I had bought a headset and I had to exchange it for a new pair because one of the earbuds wasn't working. And I just bought it the prior week. And so I went and exchanged it for a different set. And I was like, oh, I have time. Let me go check out the thrift store. Yeah. And so I got a bunch of stuff. It's good stuff, though. All right. But yeah, I love thrifting. And my craft space sure does signify that a little bit too much. I'm sure my husband would get home and wonder what happened. All right, see you later, Shannon. Thanks for joining us. Black canvas pillowcases. Maybe tie-dye? Maybe you could do like a reverse tie-dye. All right, Marty, thank you. Yeah, I've been counting. Thank you, Marty. Appreciate your assistance. But yeah, so yesterday I took kids to school and then I took my son with me because I had to fill up the gas tank and went to Sam's Club and spent like $200 on groceries. Well, and cat and dog food, of course. I hope that was only 5. See? Me talking. Losing count. You know, I thought about switching to a different crochet hook, and then I didn't because I'd already had like up to the second row finished, and I just didn't want to mess up what I'd already done, so I stuck with the same hook. I almost did a 6. So I went to the thrift store the other day, of course, and I found a crochet accessories magazine. Okay, so it's a McCall's accessory to knit and crochet. So 60 make your own accessories with complete directions, great gifts, hats, bags, shawls, scarves, capes, stoles, mittens, gloves, and slippers. So I was looking through it and I saw the slippers. Look at how cute those slippers are. So I think that would be fun to try to make. If I can figure it out. I have no idea. Now, you have a slippers, which are the bottom ones, which are knitted. And then you have the house slippers, which are these top ones that are crocheted. And crochet hooks. A crochet hook size I. So the size that I'm working with. And then, so gauge is 3 stitches equals 1 inch. And slippers, it make two the same. Make 1A and 1B, begin at heel, chain 2. So this may be a little like more trying. Yes. Well, that's cool, Nez. Little tiny fountains for the kitties. But yeah, I saw this book. Like, look how cute that is. It's like a little, like, slipper boots type thing. That's really cool. Like, they're tube slippers. And then you have, like, these other slippers here. And got bags. And some of it is, like, the knitting. But then some of it is the crocheting. And I'm like, I'm still getting into this. And I thought that one would be kind of cool to try try to make slippers maybe. Now if I did it, I would make 2 at the same time. So basically I would have 2 different sets going. I would have it made out of the same yarn. So I'd have to have at least 2 skeins of yarn to work with. So I would do 1 step and like 1 step, 1 row type thing. And then I would go back and do another and then start on the other one. So they would be the same. But I also did find another book. It's like a big, like hardback book that it says, I don't know which one it is. Oh, I have a Harmony Guide to Crocheting, and that's not a hard book. That's just a regular book, like a regular softback book. But yeah, there. And it's not that I need any more crochet books. I have enough. All right. Like I was looking through some of my books the other day, and I realized that I have like 3 of the exact same book. It's like a teach yourself to visually knit or something. And it's like they're like a different size variation, but they're exactly the same book. Like, well, that's cool. Why I got so many, I don't know. I have lots of knitting needles. Granted, I don't know how to knit. I'm going to learn, though, eventually. Pretty much this whole scarf is like a single crochet and a chain, like the same chains and the single crochets and like a couple of double crochets. That's what this whole scarf consists of. So after you get the gist of it, it's not that bad. Oh, that's cool, Nez. That's neat. You know, you could always make like little Barbie furniture too. Like you do the plastic canvas stuff, and you can use yarn and make like put together little Barbie house furniture. My mother-in-law did that one time for her daughter. Like you can make a lot of stuff with that plastic canvas. Oh, that's coolness. All right. All right. So now to the next step. See, I'm almost done with this row 8. Almost. Not that much more to go. Like, I still need to look through my stash and see if I can find the other black fabric for the other pair of Pamerals that I'm making. I wanted to get a little bit of the scarf completed today before I go back and get myself stuck and lost in my fabric. Because I kind of have to move things around and search through bags. And that's like a couple hour process. Oh, that's cool. You know, they have like little like dollhouse kits that you can make. But then they do have like, and you can buy like Barbie doll furniture too. I have like a little kitchen, like a plastic kitchen table. It's like a hard plastic. It's like kind of clear. Hi, Linda. That I had for my Barbie dolls. I think I did too many. Sometimes it looks like I do 7 instead of the 5. So I'm making the maritime scarf. It is a design by Ruthie Marks, and it was in the Leisure Arts book. One that I got from Walmart years ago. It was like on clearance for like $1. And I've been planning on making the scarf for a long time. And I tried it a couple years ago and I couldn't figure it out. And so I put it away and decided I wasn't going to work on it. Instead, at that time, I loom knitted a scarf for my son. But I really wanted to, at some point, get this scarf done. And a couple weeks ago, Kim was helping Kellyanne with a pattern that she was working on for crocheting. Yes. Overseas, they are called dungarees. Yes. That's awesome, Nez. Have one in Canada, Jean. Like the fountains, like the Dollar Tree fountains. They might. How wide and width? Huh? Oh, okay. You're from Holland. That's awesome. So the scarf is worked, so you do like the whole length of the scarf, and then you're making it wider as you go. That's how the pattern is worked up. It's like 278 chain stitches to begin with, and then you just go from there. Okay. Cross the last chain 3 space. So I'm over to my last chain 3 space, which is this section here. And it says skip last chain 3 space, single crochet in last. So chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Skip last chain 3 space and single crochet in last single crochet. So just right here. Hopefully I'm doing that right. No. Is it? Yeah. All right, Carol. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so we have our single crochet. Now we got row 9. So we finished with row 8, and now we have row 9 to do. But before this is like all like a chain and single crochet, except for at the very end is like a double crochet, but it's not really a double crochet in the end. Like this part isn't. Like some of it is double crochet and then some of it isn't. Okay. But I like to take a picture after each row because I'm going to do like a little slideshow type thing. So as part of that little slideshow, I'm taking a picture after each row, like as a progress. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Linda. Got a little frog in my throat. All right. So the next row is row 9. So it says chain 1, turn, and single crochet, and first single crochet. So we're going to chain 1. Okay. We're going to turn. It says the single crochet. Well, that was that. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that looks right. So single crochet. And then it says to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then basically we're just going to chain 5 and loop it in each of these sections here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, Nez. I think originally this was a yarn that he wanted me to make the scarf out of, and then I couldn't figure it out. And I hope I do have enough of this yarn to finish the other side. But this is only half of it. So this whole section is going to be reproduced on the second half. So on this other side of the project. It's a lot of counting. And sometimes I get yarn, I'm like, oh, this one would be beautiful with this made out of it. And the thing is, I'm not that big of a crocheter. But with as much yarn as I have, you would think that I am. But I have good intentions of the yarn that I purchase. But sometimes I purchase yarn because my mom's a big crocheter and she makes blankets and stuff for family. And sometimes you see a good deal at the thrift store and you kind of have to get it. Like I bought crochet thread and then I sent it to Joni because I did, and she made me some beautiful butterfly out of it. Which I have added to some projects. Lots of ambitions, just not always all the right time. So I'm kind of contemplating of finishing this and then maybe making a hat or something to go with it. Because I would kind of like to use it as like a Christmas gift. I know it's only April, but for projects and stuff to get done, you have to do them early when you have time so that you're not under the wire at Christmas time. So my son wants me to make him a Halloween costume. Okay? Yes, it's only April. And my older son, my 13-year-old's like, but it's only March. Why do you think about Halloween yet? Like, because if he doesn't think about it, and if he thinks about it in August, September, then I'm not going to have enough time to get it done. Because so many other things happen in those months. Well, my son has been asking me for years to make him a Halloween costume. And I keep putting it off. But he's come up with the design. It's just up to me to implement it. So he's got a little drawing. I couldn't tell you where I put the paper, though. It was back there somewhere in my pile. He wants me to make it like from scratch. I'm like, no, I kind of need a pattern. So he drew me a picture, and I'm thinking I might have a pattern that I can implement to make that. Yeah, my son is putting his order in early for the Halloween costume. But if he doesn't, he's not going to get it done. Yes, so many ideas. So many. Yes. So I was laying in bed this morning and I was thinking, oh man, I really need to get up. Because my bed is nice and cozy and warm and stuff. I'm like, if I don't get up and get busy doing something, I'm not going to get anything done today. And so I sometimes have to force myself to get up. But yeah. Let's see. That'll be cool. That would be cool to see that when it's done, Nez. The dollhouse. Checking my phone again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like last week, I went to the thrift store. I've mentioned this to some people, but I found a 1966 Barbie doll and a 1968 Ken doll in really good condition. They're like $3.50. They're still outside in my garage because I haven't brought them in yet. But I was really impressed with how good of condition they are. I'm surprised at how cold my legs are getting. It gets a little bit chilly. They changed the way that they manufacture Barbies and pretty much anything. That they're not as good of quality anymore. But it is what it is. No, this is kind of boring, isn't it, guys? thing with lives, though, is that you have a chance to connect with friends. Well, that's cool. So, like rooms, and you can, so they're going to be, restackable? So you're going to have a room, and then if you decide you want to have that room in a different spot, or is it going to, basically, the room's going to be where it's at? Yes, I was very impressed with that vintage Barbie. Granted, the older Barbies, they don't have all the movable parts and stuff. Like the wrists don't move, and the elbows don't bend, and the ankles and the knees don't bend as well. Like the newer dolls. But sometimes the quality just isn't there. I have found a couple of dolls that have okay quality, but kind of have to be careful with that. And I do plan on making more Barbie clothes. Eventually. I just kind of got burned out with everything else going on, that I didn't want to have you wait any longer. So I made sure I got it done and sent out. See, the stitches on this are fairly easy. And I've done a little bit of Tunisian crochet also. I have books on Tunisian crochet. Hi, Artsy. Welcome, welcome. So glad to see you. I am just crocheting a scarf called the Maritime Scarf. This is, I just got the pattern figured out on Tuesday. Kim Polton helped me figure it out. And this is my little swatch that I did when I made it. And this swatch, it consists of like 38 stitches, like 38 single crochets. Oh, okay, Nez. Sounds good. Oh, yeah, I bet. Hi, Kim. I was just telling them what a fabulous teacher you are to help me figure out this crochet pattern. Like, I want to make a pair of slippers, Kim. I think a pair of slippers would be really cool. So I have this crochet book, like a little magazine type thing, that I got the other day when I went thrifting, which I shouldn't do any more thrifting because I have more than enough. So I'm grounding myself from the thrift stores. So my last thrift visit was Thursday. We'll see how long I can go without thrifting. I don't know how long I'll last. But I know I can at least last a week. We'll see. Maybe I can last the whole month of April. I'm going to challenge myself. Thanks, Jean. I'm trying. Maybe I can last the whole month of April with no thrifting. We'll try that first. See, if I keep myself busy doing something and have some self-discipline, I think I can manage. But I have a magazine, a crochet magazine that I got from the thrift store the other day. And there's like a couple different like slipper patterns. And I was thinking that would be really cool to try. It's like a knitting and crochet. So it has knitted patterns and it has crochet patterns. So one of the crochet patterns, well, that's cool too. I was just showing a seed stitch little like booties. I'm not doing that though. So there is this little pattern here, like this one, that I think would be manageable. It's like a house slipper. So I might be able to figure that out. Maybe. It has a whole bunch of different, designs and stuff, like different crochet ideas. Yeah, new rule to finish 3 things before you start anything new, so you can't thrift or shop. Laugh out loud. Today is April Fool's Day. Yes, today is April Fool's Day. But it's also my husband's birthday today. I actually did wish him happy birthday. And like before I go thrifting, I need to finish like 50 things. Seriously. But some of the items that I just recently made, I bought the fabric and then I used it up right away. It didn't even get put away in the stash. I got it and then I used up the whole bolt. So it was this green fabric that I got. I made some Pamerals. I made 4 different pairs, and then I have most of them sent out. There's just one that I don't have sent out yet. But I got all the other ones sent out because I made a pair for Joni, and I made a pair for Kellyanne. I made a pair for Dawn, but hers aren't sent out yet because I need to find the other black fabric for this pair for Dawn. And then after I get that finished, I will send them out to Dawn. And I have a pair that I've been working on for myself, like a stretch denim pair. Yeah, I could, huh? And we have done jokes before, but really can't do too many jokes on him when he's not even home. Our communications lately are telephone calls and text messages. Hi, Beth. How are you? I'm just doing a little bit of crocheting here that keep me off the sales that are going on YouTube, because I don't need to go to any sales. And I didn't see anyone else streaming that wasn't doing cells. So I decided I would come on and just crochet and chit chat. I know I don't have the best crochet technique, like I guess crochet form or whatever, but I'm doing what I can do because sometimes my hands always don't want to work right. And I'm not a huge crocheter. I'm like really slow at crocheting. I was watching Kim and she just whizzes through. She got like her rows done. As soon as I got like one done, she already had her whole thing done. Right now I'm working on row 9 of the scarf. Thank you, Nez. Yeah, one stitch at a time. This, like the crocheting of this isn't too bad. It's the understanding of what to do when you do it. But it's like it's a single crochet and it's chain stitch, and occasionally you have a double crochet. Only you do have the peacock or whatever. And I guess that is our next step after this. Oh my goodness. I'm going to leave that. I just lost count. I think I had it right, but sometimes my brain fizzles out. Okay. Well, I guess that's all the way over. Like sometimes trying to find the right area to go into at the end is a little troublesome. Beth has been doing a good job with that pottery. Hi, Trey. How are you doing? You love everything crafting to do with women, don't you, Trey? I know. Okay. So I have my row 9 done. Believe it or not. So we have our row 9. Since I have my row 9 done, I'm going to do my little like picture taking thing, because that's what I'm doing. I'm taking a picture after every single row. Alright, don't need that. I almost opened up my game that I have on my phone. It's a very addictive game, I tell you. Okay. So I'm taking the picture after every row so I can add it into my do a little slideshow movie reel type thing. So now we're going to work on row 10. This has to do our single crochet up and turn. Okay. So we did our chain 1, we turned, single crochet, okay, single crochet, and first single crochet. Does that look right? Yeah. Then we got 1, 2, 3. Let's chain 3. And go back down in our single crochet spot where we just came out of, right? And then we do a slip stitch, which means just stitching that. Whoops. I'll work that around there. Think that's right? Okay. And then it says to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go over here. Then we're doing our single crochet. I'm doing 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll go back down in that same spot. Sometimes keeping a hold of that yarn is difficult. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Yeah, slip stitch and single crochet. That's what I did, wasn't it, Kim? So we did our 5, and then we go over here. We did our single crochet. Then we chain our 3. 1, 2, 3. We go back down in our same hole. We pull that up, and that goes right in there. Just like that, right, Kim? I'm still learning this picot stuff. I didn't know about it until you was just remembering. I didn't know how to do this until you showed me. And the thing is, even the book says, well, look at such and such page to give you clues about the picot stitch. And it gives you like a page number reference. Well, my problem is I misplaced my book that I took the picture out of for my pattern. And so I don't know where my book is. So if I knew where my book was, I could kind of look at it and reference some of what it's saying. But being that I don't know what I did with my book, I kind of have to go off what I have. But see, I'm almost halfway done with this scarf. I still got another 10 rows to go after this. Ah. Trying to get that yarn to stay on the needle for that picot stitch. And I know I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm doing it with the black and the gold. It looks a lot different worked up than it does with this orange brown. Can't call it an autumn brown. Like this worked up looks a lot different than this with the black and gold worked up. So I did my 3 stitches, and then I'm going back into my hole for my single crochet and pull that through, but then take that and pull it through there. So it's like a slip stitch. And then we crochet 5. And then we go back over here with our loops. We do our single crochet, and then we do our 3 stitches. And we go back in that same hole, and we do our slip stitch. And we crochet our 5. Hopefully that's better close up. No, I'm going right into where the hole was. I'll show you. Okay, so right here is my hole for the where I joined it before. I'm doing my single crochet. Okay, so I'm going 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going right back through that hole where I came out of before. I don't know if that's right. If it's not right, I'm sorry. That's how I did it before. as I'm losing my yarn here off my needle. And then I pull it through and do my slip stitch. Where I start the chain. No, I wasn't going into where I started the chain. I'm not going to change it though. Then I'd have to undo the whole entire thing. My crochet hook sometimes, it's got like a little burr right there at the top of the hook. It needs to be like sanded down or something, or filed down. Yeah, that's what I'm doing for this, when I make the row. Because see, when I'm going in after I do my 5, I have where I had that, so I have my little knot there. I'm just going in there. So like where I did the single crochet, so I'm not going in the row underneath that, I'm going in row 9. And then I do my single crochet and I do my 3. And then I'm going back into that same hole that was in number 9, row 9. But the picot is supposed to be in the top of the single crochet. Like, I have no idea. It's a single crochet that I did for row 9. I messed that up. Because basically this hole here, like I do my 3, and I'm going in to where I connected the chain 5. I'm going in the hole to connect the chain 3. And then the slip stitch. I think it looks okay though. Like if I actually could find my book, like I know I have a crochet book that shows the different stitches and stuff. Let's see. Just hope for no cracked orange here. Okay. So, maybe this is a book I was thinking about. This is a Harmony Guide to Crocheting Techniques and Stitches. I got this for like $2. It might have the picot stitch. I realize I'm like brand new. So it says a picot is normally a chain loop formed into a closed ring by a slip stitch or single crochet. The number of chains in a picot can vary. 4 chain picot, close with slip stitch. So am I doing it wrong then? Because it says chain 1, turn single crochet in first single crochet, work picot, chain 5, single crochet in next single crochet, picot. So am I not doing it right? According to this, it's not quite right. But if you're adding it to the top of a scarf, wouldn't that be right? I don't know. I am just going to continue how I'm doing it because... Hi, Kelly. Am I messing up my crochet? No. I'm just going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it the Pam way. Yeah, well, it says the picot, chain 3, slip stitch, and top of last single crochet made. Well, the last single crochet made was in the top of row 9. I guess I could look at the rest of my pattern and see. But I have my pattern on my phone. The problem is I don't have the rest of the information. I don't know. I'm just going to do it the way I'm doing it. Yeah, just do it my way. Nobody's going to know. Seriously, nobody's going to know that it's not done the right way. Because this is how we did it before. And if I'm not doing it the correct way, you could do an example on your channel and explain it. Because this is the way I understood it. Unless I'm supposed to work up 5, but then it says to work 5 and then do the single crochet. So, kind of what I'm doing. I have no idea. I'm just going to continue on what I'm doing. Gotta realize, like, I'm an amateur. I am, like, brand new to... I'm like a beginner crochet person. I really don't know. Like, this is like really my first time like really trying to read a crochet pattern on how to crochet it. That's cool. You got more yarn, Kellyanne. That's neat. Maybe I'll go back and watch that portion of your video again, Kim, when you were teaching me. Whoops. This is what I understood. Like a beginner crochet. Like, I've tried to make a blanket before. I started it years and years and years ago. And then I never finished it because it was like all single crochet. The whole entire thing. I have to count my stitches as I go. That's cool, Kellyanne. I bet that's going to look beautiful. Okay. Like when I was adding on my second half, oh no, it's just like did itself. As I was adding on my second half of my scarf, I had like some issues trying to figure out how to do it. Like trying to figure out how to work in the next line of thread. Am I ready for Easter? No. I have lots of candy. I have a hard time trying to celebrate Easter, like Easter Bunny and everything. Like last year, I did go over to the grandparents. Granted, it was after Easter because Easter came like so quick. So last year, I did go over to the grandparents like a couple weeks after Easter because the weather was just horrible on Easter. Because my sister-in-law wanted to do a Easter egg hunt type thing for the kids. Even though only a couple of her kids went out and did it, she still wanted to celebrate with the kids. And I was just content, like, not doing it at all. I don't know. Is that bad? Because really, Easter isn't really about the Easter bunny. Yeah. Like, I plan on eventually getting back out my unconventional loom knitter. Well, one that I put all the pieces together to do an Afghan loom. That I did, I think, last year or the year before I started. And then I was working on it and it messed up and the stitches got caught on the pegs. And then I kept going, and then later I found that some of the stitches were caught on the pegs. Like, so it was like all twisted and messed up. And so I undid the whole thing, and then I had to undo it, and then I just never got back to putting it back together and redoing anything. Hi, Lori. I'm doing the picot stitch, which I know isn't the right way. It's the Pam way. Because I really don't know the right way. But I'm doing like this row 10 on the top of this scarf. And then it will be time to start all over on the other side and do the other half. But I'm just working on the maritime scarf. It's a scarf pattern by Ruthie Marks, and it was in a leisure arts book that I got from Walmart years ago. And I wanted to do this pattern years ago, but I couldn't figure it out, so I put it aside and decided that I wasn't going to worry about it for the time being. And then I was watching and saw Kim helping Kellyanne with some crochet. She was helping Kellyanne with some crochet. And I said, oh, I wonder if she can help me with this, because I'd really like to make it. Hi, Vanessa. I am making a scarf. This keeps me away from like the sell sites. Not that I was going to buy anything, but it can get tempting. And this way, I'm not watching somebody selling something. Instead, I'm crocheting something because it is what it is. And I stop in the middle of my sentences because I can't crochet and count while I'm talking. Like if I am counting, I have to stop and count. Especially if it's over 3 stitches. Because doing 5 stitches takes some concentration. But I'm an amateur at crocheting. I'm a beginner. Like sewing something up is like easy. Takes no time at all. One just stitch it. But crocheting, it takes some concentration. Okay, start over. And once I was like 2 rows into my project, I was like, I don't know if I like this needle, this crochet hook that I'm using. Yes, no sense in tempting myself. But, and Kellyanne, I told you I'm not going thrifting. No thrifting. I am going to try to do no thrifting for the whole month of April. Because I need to be good. Because if I can get through the whole month of April, that'll be awesome. Only grocery store shopping. Which I have to do grocery store shopping at least once a week, usually. Sometimes less than that. It just depends. Like, my kids are going to be home all week. So is that what you got, Kellyanne, was a whole bunch of yarn from Hobby Lobby? I know you said you were going to Hobby Lobby. So yesterday I went to Sam's Club, and right next to Sam's Club is Joann Fabrics. Yeah, abstain in April, treat yourself in May. Yeah, but if I could go a couple months, that would be awesome. But I'm going to, like, mark it off on a calendar or something, do little X's. Like, each day will be progress. But what I was saying, I went to Sam's Club, and right next to it is Joann Fabrics. It was like 9:30. I'm like, well, Joann's Fabric is open. So I pulled up my app to see when their pattern sale was. Because there was a Simplicity pattern sale. And I wanted to see if it was this week or if it was last week. Well, the Simplicity Patterns was last week, so I just kept driving. And the only reason why I was looking at getting a pattern, okay, I was only going to get one. I was just going to go in and grab this pattern, the Simplicity 8855, because I needed a size 14 through 22 that the pattern does, like all the way up to the size 22, because when I had the 14 through the 22, I cut out the size 14, like straight out of the pattern tissue. Well, that's cool. I bet she's a cute kitty. But since they were just doing the McCall's pattern cell and not the Simplicity pattern cell was last week, and this week was the McCall's pattern cell, I didn't even go in. And I had my son with me too. Your birthday is April 27th. Awesome, Trey. I'll remember that. Maybe. No guarantees. The only reason why I remember my father-in-law's birthday, my husband's dad's birthday, is because my son was born that same day. And then later. So we had my son, and then later we found out, like later in the day, they come to visit in the hospital, and they tell me that it's his birthday, and I'm like, really? I had no idea. So we don't have an excuse to visit. We don't have an excuse to forget my father-in-law's birthday. Oh, see, I just messed up. Realized I forgot that little bump. There we go. $278 was a starting chain. So I did post pictures of this pattern on my community tab. So if you're interested in the pattern, you can look it up there. Awesome. That's cool, Trey. You must have graduated in 1997, right, Trey? See? Same year I graduated. We're just babies of this group, I tell you. We're just the babies. I think the little knobby's on the top of this. And I'm making good progress. Granted, it's taken me over 3 hours to do a couple bows. Kind of crazy. I think I started on row 7. I think it was row 7 that I was starting on. But keeps me busy. Like after I get this row done, I'm probably going to go back and look for the black fabric. Because I really need to get Dawn's pair of pan rolls completed. Or I'll save that for tomorrow to look. I don't know. I have a whole week. Kids don't have school. Kind of a bad habit, though. I kind of let the kids stay up late on the weekends and on the weeks that they don't have school. So then when it gets time to go back to school, their whole schedule is all messed up because I don't keep them on a schedule like I should. It's really bad. Because last year I celebrated my 25th high school reunion. And it was good to catch up with everyone. I almost kept going and counting. But then I fixed myself. Now I don't even know how much yarn I have left in my bucket. Whoops. Lost my thread. I might have enough to finish that whole thing. Might. So my nephew is raising rats. So he has 2 female rats that just had babies. So one of them had like, I don't remember how many. It's at the very beginning of this video on how many babies the second rat just had. That was a lot. That was like twice the amount that the first rat had. But he has a snake, and so they bought some rats to breed so that they'd have little pinkies for the snake. So they wouldn't have to go and buy them, like drive all the way out to Brigham City to buy pinkies. So they decided that if they just had a male rat and some female rats, that they could raise some rats for food. Yeah. Yep. Got yarn in my bucket, dear mother, got yarn in my bucket. It's kind of like a bucket. It's a jar. It's a Country Time lemonade canister. There's a hole in there too. So I think with my unconventional Afghan loom that I did, my mistake was taking it with me out and about when I was going places and continuing sticking it back in the bag and then not making sure that it didn't get all tangled up. But I eventually plan on putting it back together and trying it again. You love the roundness. Yep, it sure is, Trey. almost did that different. Gotta be a slip stitch, not a single crochet. Okay. I'm getting closer to the end. Oops. Losing my stitch. Okay. Like I said, I don't have the best technique. Still learning. Oh my goodness. This side kind of splits a little bit sometimes. Oh, I don't even remember what stitch I was on. It's kind of cold today. Like snowed all day yesterday. I'm tired of winter. I want it to be springtime. Tired of the cold. You know, because all the snow melted, and then it big storm front came in and dumped a bunch of snow on us. So on Monday, it was snowing, and it continued to snow, like heavy snow. So it wasn't like a light kind of snow. It was, it was dropping a substantial amount, enough that they canceled school on Monday for my kids. So my kids didn't go to school Monday. Granted, they have to make it up by doing like schoolwork at home. As long as they get their packet work done for school, they're good. So they're not making them go into the school. It's going to be treated like a virtual day type school. Good thing I didn't have anything scheduled Monday. Yeah, I bet, Trey. I know there's been some like tornado warnings going through Texas and stuff. And some going through like Alabama and those other places. And if you hear video games playing, it's my nephew or my son that's upstairs playing video games on the TV. They like to have the TV up. It's not overly loud though. Yeah. I'm almost to the end, Kim. So when I stream, I use my computer to record. Whoops, almost messed that up. So I use my computer to record and I read chat off of my phone because then I can have my computer screen pointed down so you can see what I'm doing. Thank you, Kim. I bet yours would probably look so much better. But you're like experienced with this stuff. Okay. I think I'm going to my last picot. Okay. I think I did that right. Maybe. Didn't make much of a little bump on the end. So that is row 10. So I gotta take a picture before I start. Technically on row 11, which is basically starting over on the other side. Right? Like I said, I'm going to take a picture of each row as I complete it. Yes, my lemonade container is for my yarn. So I put my yarn in it when I'm crocheting. It keeps it all together. Okay, we got row 10 completed. So I'm thinking that maybe I have bored everybody enough. I don't know. And then I have to do my second row. So for this next part, I'll take like this. So it says for second half of the thing, it says with right side facing and working in 3 loops of beginning chain. Figure 2, page 92, which I have no idea what that is because I don't have my book. So maybe what I really should do is find my book. But it says with right sides facing, so this is my right side that I haven't marked. Working in 3 loops of beginning chain, but join yarn with single crochet in first chain. See joining with single crochet, page 91. Chain 5, skip next 5. Chains, single crochet in next chain, repeat from the cross ending in chain, remove marker. So basically we're starting on this end and we will go over and then we will join it over here on this side. Oh, was it, Liz? Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not boring people like totally bad. I try to kind of keep conversation going. Now, I'm not the best at knowing how to like join yarn together. I think on my last one I just kind of took it and joined it together. I don't think I joined it together that far though. I think what I did is I just kind of tied like a little knot in the end of the trail of yarn that I did, like kind of like that. And then I took and kind of inserted in this end here. And then I took and chained the 5. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I probably would cut off the extra. And then you just move it over to this other side here and do that same thing. So you have that go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and work it in this. Well, I'm pretty sure I didn't join it together correctly. It's probably not joined together correctly at all. But I think I'm going to end on that note. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. And I hope you all stay creative. Have a wonderful evening. And until next time, and over and out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye now. I'm going to go find that black fabric. You're welcome, Kellyanne.